Today we are going to learn about similar figures. Again, you've been learning this since 6th grade. Okay, shapes are similar if their angles are the exact same, but the lengths of their corresponding sides are proportional. What does it mean to be corresponding? It means to be in the same place. Okay, so everybody look at these. Which sides are corresponding? So tell me about X. Which side over here corresponds with it? 16. Does everybody agree? Those are called corresponding sides. Their angles are the same, yes, but their side lengths are not. They are called proportional. These are basically dilations of each other. We're just not looking at them on a coordinate plane anymore. All right, and then what side corresponds with 22? 32. What you need to understand is that you can solve for missing sides by making proportional ratios, kind of like a box. Okay, you don't have to make a box, but it is making a box. Once you make it, you cross, multiply, and divide. Now, there are many ways to set up this proportion. I will show you one. Are y'all ready? Take your X. What side corresponded with it? So you make a ratio out of it. This is basically a box, okay? Equals. Now, here's where people mess up. The green has to go with the green, right? But what if I accidentally put 32 on top? My ratio is not true anymore because I chose to put X on top and X came from the small one. Then I have to put 22 on top because it came from the small one. So 22 would go on top. What would go on bottom? 32. How would you solve this? Cross, multiply, then divide. Now, if you want to set it up like a box, you absolutely can. It's totally up to you. All right, so we cross multiply, so we would do 22 times 16. And then you're going to divide by the leftover numbers, so divide by 32. And what is my answer? And then you just kind of do a self-check and ask, does 11 look correct? Yeah, it does. Now, could we have set this ratio up in a different way? Yes, there are multiple ways to set up the ratio. So I want to teach y'all something. Let's go set it up a different way. Let's put X on top, and let's put 16 on top. What did I just do? Do X and 16 correspond to each other? Yes. Are they both on top? Then I can still do that because they're either going to be both stacked on top of each other or they're going to be right next to each other, left and right. What they cannot do is be across from each other. I need everybody's attention. What did I just say? They cannot be, they can't be diagonal. They can either be stacked side by side or up and down. So they are side by side. Now that I did it like this, the greens are going to go on bottom. Yes? So which one would have to be stacked with X? 22 or 32? 22. Why? Because it's on the same figure. So 22 would go here and 32 would go here. Now question, when we cross multiplied over here, what got multiplied by each other? 16 times? If I did that over here, am I still going to multiply 16 by 22? So did it matter which way I set it up? The only thing that matters is when you cross multiply, you would multiply the correct numbers together. Okay? All right, let's go solve these. Are y'all ready? We got to figure out which sides correspond. Highlighters make a big difference. If you don't have a highlighter, could you do another strategy? You could do this. You could say, hey, for X, I'm going to use a squiggly line. What side corresponds with X over here? So I would use another squiggly line if I don't have a highlighter. Okay, I could use by circling. What side corresponds with 48? So I circle them. That's just a strategy to use if you don't have a highlighter. Now, I want y'all to go set up your own ratio and don't solve it yet. I should see everybody writing. You set up your ratio? Don't solve it yet. Just set your ratio up. Now, I'm going to set mine up. Will it always match yours? No, but when I go to cross multiply, it should be the same. So if yours doesn't match mine, you're not wrong yet. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do 56 over x equals 48 over 6. Now stop. If you didn't set it up like mine, you still might be okay. When you cross multiply, what is going to get multiplied by each other? 56 and 6. So if you have it set up where 56 gets multiplied by 6, you did it right. It does not have to match mine. So did everybody have it set up where 56 is being multiplied by 6? If you didn't, then you didn't set it up correctly. All right, so 56 times 6. And then divide by the leftover number, which is 48, which is 7. So x equals 7. Any questions? Now look at the next one. Did they give us a lot of numbers? What are we looking for? X. So we have to use this side. I should see everybody looking with me. Now question, are these figures positioned the same? No. They're not. What is going on? Did they just flip it or did they turn it? I'm trying to tell. It looks like it's just flipped. Or no? No, it looks turned. I know this goes with the x, for sure, because it's like the smallest side. Oh, here's an easy way. This side's bigger, so they have to go together. Yes? So the 13 has to go with the what? 52, because they're both the bigger side. If they're similar, that's the only way it would work. Now, could I make a ratio out of what I chose? Could I have chose 44 and 11? Yes. Would I get the same answer? Yes. All right, go make your ratio out of those. Remember, your ratio might not match mine. Okay, let's look. I'm going to put x on top and 4 on bottom. If you didn't do that, you're still okay. Since I chose to put x on top and I did yellow over yellow, then what number has to go on top? The 52 or the 13? The way I did it. 52 would have to go on top because it belongs to this one. Now, if you didn't do it this way, you're still okay, but you have to check when you cross multiply. Is 52 going to be multiplied by 4? If it is, then you set it up correctly. If 52 is not being multiplied by 4, then you did not set it up correctly. All right, so I'm going to do 52 by 4. And I'm going to divide by 13, which is, I got 16. 52 times 4 divided by 13. Check and make sure you put it in right. 52 times 4. Times 4. Then hit enter, then divide by 13.
Oh, I misread the answer wrong.
Okay. All right, flip to the back. Now we are going to look at what would these look like on the STAR test. Yes? Okay. There's lots of different ways you can do this. It says 2 rectangles are similar. Which proportion could you solve to find the missing side length? Guys, here's what I would do. Don't look at their stuff. Don't even look at it. Go make your own ratio. Yes? So everybody take your highlighters. What does X correspond with? 4. All right, what does 22.5 correspond with? 15. Don't look at their answers. Go make your own ratio. So I'm going to do X over 4 equals 22.5 over 15. Don't even solve it. Just make your ratio. Now you can choose the answer based off if it's set up correctly. So everybody look. When I go cross multiply, what needs to be multiplied together? 22.5 needs to be multiplied by 4. Find the answer that has it set up where if they cross multiplied, 22.5 would be multiplied by 4. So look at A. Is 22.5 being multiplied by 4? Nope, so it's not A. Look at B. Is 22.5 being multiplied by 4? Not B. Look at C. Nope. Look at D. Yes. It is so much easier to make your own ratio and then compare it with theirs. Okay? All right, try this one. Ooh, first of all, I want to talk to y'all about this. Everybody look. It says triangle ABC is similar to PQR. Are those positioned the same? No. They're flipped. Do you want to know how to set it up? The easiest way is to redraw it. Now look, do you see how they have these in order A, B, C? And these in order PQR? That means the A and the P should be in the same position. So if they have, I like the way this one's set up better, so I'm going to leave it. If they have P down here, then A needs to be down here now. Because A and P should be in the same position. Okay, then right up here, they have R. Well, which one of these over here is in the R position? So C should be here. And then over here they have Q. Q is in the middle. So which one should be Q? B. And I probably drew that. B should have probably been like right here. But it really doesn't matter. I'm going to erase this. Okay. Now I can just renumber it. From A to B, what's the measurement? Okay. From A to C, what's the measurement? 8. And from B to C, what's the measurement? Now look how much easier it is to deal with. I personally, I'm not good at spatial awareness. Some of you are probably way better at it than me. I can't visualize it all the time. I have to redraw it so that I can see it. All right, now can I go write my own problem? Okay, do I even look at their answer choices right now? No, so I'm going to highlight. From R to P is going to go with from C to A. And I'm going to highlight. What side do I have to use? No, what do they want me to solve for? N. I have to use N. And now I can go write my equation. Now here's the problem. They also used this one. So actually I got to go see which one they used. I know they used N and 9, but did they use 4 and 12 or did they use the 24? I'm thinking they use the 12, so I need to use the pink side with the green side. Make sense? All right, so I'm going to write it. You write it however you want. I'm going to do n over 9 equals 12 over 4. All right, what is being multiplied when I cross multiply? 9 and 12. So look at A. Is 9 being multiplied by 12? Nope. Look at B. Is 9 being multiplied by 12? Nope. Look at C. Is 9 being multiplied by 12? Nope. Look at D. Is 9 being multiplied by 12? Yes. Now, I want to talk to you about an 8th grade problem that has been on the STAR test every year. And it is on your assignment today. On your assignment, I actually put the pictures on I can't remember which one it is. I think it's this one right here. But I'm going to have to pull it up on the screen. But basically what I need y'all to understand is if they tell y'all, and let me pull up the assignment so I can say it correctly. This one. See how right here it says figure, and I'm going to write this down. It says figure A, B, C, D, E is similar to figure V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay. So I just wrote that down. Do y'all see this? They are telling you the A and the V are in the same position. So this A goes with this V. Are y'all with me on this? Okay, they are telling you the B goes with the W. So the B and the W are in the same position. Now, on the assignment, so I'm going to have to flip back to the screen, the answer choices are not set up as numbers. Do y'all see the answer choices? I personally would do this because I'm not good at spatial awareness. I would do this problem like this because it says which proportion is set up correctly. Everybody look. Look at A. They put A with E. All right, so A with E. Look up here. A is the first letter. E is the last. So that means it has to go with V and Z. Did they put it with V and Z here or here? No. Did they put it diagonally? It can't be diagonally if it goes together. Y'all see what I'm saying? It either has to be stacked across or stacked on top. So A is out of the question. Make sense? Then I go to the next one. They put A with B. What is that? The first and the? So this would have to go with B and? Did they put it with B and W? Look. So this side is good. Yes? So then you go say, okay, well, Y is with Z. Uh-oh. If they put A with B, that belongs to this shape. So could they put this shape on top? No, it had to come from here. So they mixed it up. So it can't be that way. That's how I would do that one. You could do highlighter colors, and you could highlight and say yellow with yellow. That's another strategy. You've got to figure out what works for you. Make sense? All right. Go to the Google Classroom. Your assignment is in there, and I'll pass out the answer documents. And then, yes, I will always check it one time